Hi, how's it going, everybody? I just wanted to make a little sort of, I don't know, sort of little introduction. I haven't really sort of, I guess, sort of talked about myself, even though I've had this for a bit. And I wanted to sort of address what got me doing this sort of to begin with. When I was about six or in grade one, my mother had put me into piano lessons. The story goes is that apparently I asked to be put in there. I don't remember, but either way, I was in there, and that would have been sort of my equivalent of like the hockey kid, or that was the thing that my parents spent money into. And I dropped it for many years, um, and I kind of picked it back up. But it was what got me into music. It's got me into what I still do now with guitar and things like that. When I used to work in the music store, I would always tell people that regardless of what instrument you play, always do piano as a secondary for the reasons for the theory. You have all of the keys all the way down here to all the way up here, and everything in between. Also, the entry level to play piano is really easy. I can get a 6-year-old to do three blind mice, da 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 da, with about 15 minutes because the piano does all of the actual sound. All you have to do is press it down, sort of like almost like a keyboard. What makes it intricate is when you have all 10 hands going very quickly, doing a whole bunch of sort of different things at once with the dynamics. That's what makes it piano hard. But it's scalable. Whereas is guitar not so much. Very like hard to learn at the beginning, and then as you get better, it's easier. Piano, it's easy at the beginning, and you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. So I don't really play anymore. I go through sort of like the best of sort of hits and things like that and old demo books. But it's always stayed with me, um, despite sort of dropping it for many years. It didn't take long for me to be picked up. And I just, more than anything, I just wanted to say a shout out to all the people that sort of helped me as I went through. And definitely my mom, who spent a lot of money and a lot of time making sure that I was able to at least sort of have the ability to do what I do, even if I don't make money on it. But necessarily, that's not necessarily the point. Then now is it? Anyway, so thank you, Mom, for that. And just before I go, a little last bit of advice. Unless you're a performer, sort of touring, people would come into the store all the time and go, I don't need a digital piano. I want a real piano. No, you don't want a real piano. You want a digital piano, but you want a good digital piano. You don't want a 500 pounds. You don't want to have to tune it. You don't have to worry about an inside wall. None of that. For about 1200 down at my local Long McQuaid shop, shout out to Brody, I picked up a Roland Art, the cheapest portable piano that still had the really good touch that's accredited with headphones and everything. The sound is as big as you're ever going to get from a grand piano. That's 9 foot. You don't have to tune it. The touch is there. You're not sacrificing anything. And this particular unit's probably maybe um, 60 pounds, all done, like the whole thing, pedal board and everything. But just the sound that you get out of it, it's wonderful and phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Yamaha is also very good as well, but definitely Roland is the leader in the industry. Always has been, and probably will for the foreseeable future. Anyway, yeah, piano when I was a kid. Dropped out of it about 10 years later, but it did build a foundation for the rock and roll and guitar lifestyle too, which I then moved over to. Anyway, so with that said, thanks, Mom. I appreciate it, and it's probably served me better than if you were to put me in hockey and or skating. Anyway, everybody take care for now. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll speak soon.